it all started on Jackie Brown. Harvey Weinstein was like, there's not enough music in it. I think you really need to put a score. I think you need to hire. It's too late, Harvey. We've just gone too far. I'm not going to hire some guy that could write a score in the next 4 days. That's not how I'm going to do a movie. You know, the first time I work with a composer.
Yep.
And he goes, well, isn't there some old movie that you like that you could just like use the score that already exists? I guess I could do that. I mean, that's not such a dumb idea. Can I do that? Well, yeah, I guess if I license it, I can do anything I want. Well, that's a whole different proposition because that's now I'm not waiting for some guy to show up and, you know, and
hope you like it.
Deliver me the soul of my movie and I better like it. That's just like me using the other songs. I just choosing. Well, so happens I had Roy Ayers' soundtrack to Coffee. I had that record. And, you know, it was a nice symbiotic relationship with the whole Pam Grier connection. So I just used the Coffee score all throughout the movie. Just if he didn't write it, I didn't use it. And it worked out really good. You know, when you know the music beforehand, you're going to use.
It's not an afterthought. You're like orchestrating.
Yeah, you can orchestrate the shots and the cutting so they really go hand in hand. I remember I was using Street Life. Yeah. And that song Street Life when Jackie Brown comes into the thing. Well, I know I'm using Street Life, so I could actually set the shots up so I know, okay, when the cymbals do this, this is going to happen. And then she walks out of frame and we're gonna pick her up as the drums do this. When you know on the day this piece of music you're using, you can get even more clever with it.
Okay, man, this is Cory Hunter and I'm out here with another filmmaker's tip. Once again, we visiting Quentin Tarantino, who's bringing us another tip. I mean, he's making his movies, he already know what his scoring is gonna be. He already know what music he wanna use. That's dope. That's nice. Not all of us have that privilege. Us on the bottom level, man, we just gotta get what music we can without that's affordable to us. There's a lot of licensing that goes into it, copywriting, all that other stuff. We also have avenues now. That's a big deal. Like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, we didn't have that, man. We didn't have art lists and et cetera, man. We just was out here just trying to find whatever free music we could find, and then when we do find something that's decent, we realize that 50 other people on YouTube have it as well. That's not the case no more, but however, the songs that you hear on the radio, the songs that you probably really want to use, probably can't use those because you don't have permission, all right? Usually Hollywood, these directors who has a real budget, I mean, they have that privilege. So the more you can gather in pre-production before you start filming, the more information you have in terms of the vision, and the music is a big part of the vision, the better the movie's going to be, because music help influence the vibe and the emotion of the film. And if you know what music you're going to use before you start filming, the better you're going to be able to communicate these feelings and emotions to the cast and crew, and therefore it's going to make you a better director. It's going to make you a better filmmaker. So it is good to know what music you're going to have going into set. You get me? However, if you're on the bottom level, look, man, you can't let that stop you. Don't treat it like a shot list or something like that. Like, oh man, I have to have this before I start filming. I gotta know what music, because all you're gonna do is use it as a crutch, as an excuse. It's not that serious. You get me? If you're in charge, if you're leading a cast and crew where there's a budget of over $1 million, this is research that you should do. It makes you irresponsible. But if you're on the bottom line and you're just trying to scratch up whatever money you can to make your film, do not let that stop you from making your movie, man. You make your movie and you figure it out afterwards, all right? You do whatever you need to do to finish your movie, because the most important thing you need to do on the bottom level is to get through the first project so you can get to the second, so you get to the third and the fourth and the fifth, because that is the only way you're going to get better. That's how you're going to experience growth. And then you won't have to take advice because you'll have your own life lessons. You get me? But yeah, it is good to have and to know what music you're going to use. Me, for instance, on Swiping the movie, I have two music artists. Whoa, no. I got three. Trey Nostalgia, Ty Fendi, and Arena. three talented artists, and yeah, I'm a fan of their music. That's another thing, man. Sometimes we got friends and family, people we know who do music, and I mean, where I come from, man, is people who do a lot of that do music. They do their mixtapes, and I'm not a fan. And it's hard telling people, look, man, I like you, I just don't like your music. You get me? But these three artists, man, I single them out because I genuinely like their music. I can listen to their music. I can take their songs, put it into my playlist, and be able to flow with it. That's how you know you really like a song. So yeah, man, it's a pleasure and it's a joy to have that music. And I know not everyone have that privilege. You get me? And if you don't have that privilege, don't let it stop you, man. Don't let nothing stop you. You got to get it done. You get me? So if you don't have it, shoot whatever you need to shoot. Pay the $300 for Artlist. Get the subscription. Find the music afterwards, man. And get it done, all right? We're not here to be perfectionists, all right? There is perfection in the completion. That's what we need to practice. That's what we need to be. And so, yeah, that's all I got for you today. Thank you for spending time with me, and I appreciate you. And until next time.